What a second date update.
Huh?
Kathy, good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for holding. What's going on?
Well, I was just this second date update kind of hit a chord with me for a very random reason, but I just was trying to have an explanation of why he might not have called. I didn't hear this segment, but everybody has dating protocols, and some of them are hidden and some are not. And I had been doing some dating, and I always learn lessons from those things. And the ones prior to this were not good. They were not. They were enlightening, but they were not good. So I went on a date with a guy. I thought it was awesome. We had great chemistry. He indicated he liked me, that we were on for a potential second date. And the next morning, I was just being polite and feeling optimistic. So I just messaged him real quick, and I said, hey, thanks again for a great date. I hope you have a wonderful day. That's it. Wasn't looking for a response, just being grateful for the experience. So I'm ghosted, and I'm thinking to myself, what's happening? What's going on? And he wouldn't respond, and I finally said, hey, look, this is a learning experience for me. I would really appreciate understanding why it is you're ghosting me after such a great date. And he did respond, and he said, well, if I go out with a girl and it's a really great date or whatever, but if she calls me back or makes contact within 3 days, I don't call her back. And I went, say what now?
No, you cut out. You said, and I went, and then you cut out.
Oh, and when I got his response, I just said, okay,
That's stupid.
That is dumb.
There's
Well,
it reminds me of back in the day before that whole thing that guys used to have a rule about 3 days. You don't contact a girl for 3 days after a date.
is that a rule? I didn't
back
even
in the
know.
day, but
And
now.
I was like,
Phones have changed all that.
Yeah,
Texting changes all
yeah.
that.
But I'm fascinated, Kathy. You just called in. You didn't even listen to the segment, because when we called, so you didn't hear what happened.
no, I didn't even know what happened.
Well, it wasn't that. It wasn't the rule. It was like his girlfriend picked up the phone.
It was sort of like, I told the guy, I'm like, well, okay, good to know. Everybody has a thing, but I said, not only are you missing out on me, but there's potential relationships you're missing out on with that rule. But okay, thanks for responding. But all of those during that time, all of the situations that happened during that dating period were learning experiences. That one was one that kind of just threw me big time, and I went, okay, well, thanks for responding. Again, have a great day and a great life.
Well, thank you for calling us, Kathy. Thanks for sharing that with us. Have a great day.
Well, that's why you do. But that's why I've been single for 6 years. That's,
all right, well,
That's not on you. That's on them.
you got to listen to our segments, Kathy. You got to listen to the segment. Nick, second date update. What do you got?
Oh, my God, I was screaming at the radio. You guys have got to have those girls, all 4 of them now, call back with an update after they popped his ass. That is hysterical. It's hysterical. I was dying. They have got to call back and tell us how that went down. I know I'm not the only one who wants to hear that update.
Yeah, that's the tea we want, right?
Yeah.
Right? That is great. Please, if those girls are listening, or if you guys have a way to reach out to them again, please call back after you guys get him. I want to hear that one.
All right, Nick, thanks for calling in. Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Hey, we got Ed Sheeran tickets. We need a contestant, 877-937-1047. I think we're going to play Remember the Time. Remember the Time. So call us right now at 877-937-1047. While we wait to play Remember the Time, Peyton was talking about Love Island. I know last season with Huda,
Yeah.
it was the thing. My son Dutch was staying up all night watching it all. This season, same vibe, not the same vibe.
Not necessarily the same vibe. I'm in a group chat with a couple of my girlfriends, and they're not really into the season, but I am really enjoying it. There has been a couple of girls that have, the crazy eyes, and we're just waiting for them. They're like a ticking time bomb.
You'd see them as soon as they enter the house.
Exactly. They just have this look a little bit, but there's a couple of couples that are, putting all their eggs in one basket right now. We're only a week in. But I am really enjoying it. There's been a couple of cat fights. There's a couple of girls on there that aren't necessarily really vibing. There's been a few bombshells that have entered the villa. So also a lot of theories because somebody just got voted off the island or voted out of the villa last night. But Ariana Madix didn't say he got voted off the island.
Oh.
So people are thinking that they're going to bring him back as a bombshell because he was one of those guys that really didn't get his fair shot. But I don't think he should be in there. I think he needs to go, in my opinion. But it's really good, and I'm enjoying it.
Did you watch the Knicks game last night?
I watched a little bit of the Knicks game. Yeah, it was super close, and San Antonio came out with the win. And I know it was pretty funny because people were counting on Jordan Woods. She has been carrying this good luck bag, and I guess they won like 13 games in a row every single time that she's worn this bag. And since last night, the president was there, so you weren't able to bring in bags. So she designed shoes to be able to wear her lucky bag, and they still lost. So they're blaming the bag.
I saw that they're blaming the president. I said that yesterday.
Yeah.
But I also said, right before the game started, I said, the rumor is San Antonio's going to win because this is all staged. And look what happened.
That's all over the internet right now. All the conspiracy theories.
It is.
That it's going to go 7 games. Yep.
I gotta say, I'm impressed with the series. At first, I was like, I really wanted to see an OKC and Spurs final. I thought those were the best 2 teams in the league. But the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson is killing it right now. So it's been really fun to watch.
It's too bad they're not going to win because according to
the script,
We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, it's going your way as of last night.
Arissa, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Arissa. What are you doing?
On my way to work.
Oh, where do you work? What do you do for a living?
I just work at a law firm downtown. Yeah.
What part of town are you in right now?
Phoenix. I'm
Yeah, but, like,
currently
where?
driving to downtown Phoenix.
Like, what street are you
Where?
on? How's traffic?
I'm actually on Camelback
And?
at the I-17.
Oh, over there. I was probably.
Right.
How's traffic?
Yeah,
Busy?
it's busy per usual.
Okay, well, drive safe while you're playing this game with us.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually getting drove to work today. So,
Oh, that's good.
Oh, good. You can really
ready.
concentrate then.
All right.
All right, here's what we have for
Yeah.
you, Arissa. It is music, it's TV, it's movies, it's pop culture, all mushified together into a montage. All you got to do is tell me what year it all happened. Players, ready? Let's remember the time.
I was asleep before. That's how we let it happen. When they slaughtered Congress, we didn't wake up. When they blamed terrorists and suspended the Constitution, we didn't wake up then either. Now I'm awake. My name is Alfred.
All you have to do is wait a second. Your hands on mine. The clock is ticking, so say.
What is your mission?
To stop the war.
What war?
The war to end all wars. Body like a back road, driving with my eyes closed. Once every year, our ancestors come back to our world.
Please have a safe journey.
All right, some big clues there. Let me give you a couple of bonus clues here as well. It was the year also of the fidget spinner. It was the total eclipse where a bunch of us were making stupid cardboard boxes to see the sun and buying stupid sunglasses. And iPhone X or iPhone 10 came out, eliminating the home button on your iPhone forever. Arissa, what did you hear? What did you recognize? What year do you think that all happened?
I'm going to say
Need an answer. Got to speak.
2017.
What did you recognize from there?
The fidget spinners.
Okay, Arissa says 2017. John Jay, your move.
I'm guessing Arissa Googled fidget spinners, and she's probably right because it took her a long time to say fidget spinners. So she was Google. Am I right? That's okay, but did you Google it because you're not
Well,
driving?
I was thinking about the eclipse thing because I know that happened in 2023, but also it happened when I was in 7th grade.
I'm not faulting you for Googling. I think that's fair. But I heard Handmaid's Tale in there. I heard Zed and Alicia Cara. And I remember interviewing Zed. He was my first interview with dogs, where we did it with puppies with our dog rescue. And I wrote down 2016 or 2017, Handmaid's Tale. And there's something else I wrote down, and I can't read my handwriting, so I don't know what that word is. So I'll go 2018.
2018 for John Jay. Kyle, your move.
I immediately wrote down 2016 when I heard The Handmaid's Tale because I thought we were all watching that and obsessed with that before my son was born. He was born in 2017. And then, nothing else really super came to mind. I mean, I remember the solar eclipse. We all got glasses here and walked downstairs while we were at work and looked into the sun. And it was so anticlimactic. So since 2016 was my initial, I'll just pick that year.
Okay. Peyton.
I only caught the Stay song, The Body Like a Back Road, Fidget Spinner. Fidget Spinner and the eclipse threw me off, so I'm going 2023 since that was our last eclipse.
Whoa,
You know what?
2023, you say.
When I wrote down something, I said I could read my handwriting.
Yeah.
It was Sam Hunt.
Yes, Sam Hunt, Body
That's
Like a
what I
Back
wrote down.
Road.
Yeah.
You guys got most of the clues in there. Zed in there, Handmaid's Tale. The movie you guys had mentioned was Wonder Woman in there. That was the preventing of the thing. And we do have a winner amongst you four, and it is the Googling Arissa with 2017.
Good job.
Marissa.
Good job.
All right, Arissa, you're going to go see Ed Sheeran. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm so excited.
All right, hold on the line. An hour from now, we got Louis Tomlinson tickets. Louis Tomlinson from One Direction. I wonder if he does One Direction songs. I would think so. But
I would think you'd have to.
You'd have to, yeah. But that'll be an hour from now. And you also get tickets in the pit. We're also going to do Ed Sheeran tomorrow at this time. By the way, when we were doing the clues there, Sam Hunt, I think I've told this story before. I'll never forget this. So, in this building, our company owns lots of radio stations. So there's sports, news, country, whatever. And I was in the elevator, and there was this dude in the elevator with jeans and a white T-shirt, and he was so good looking. And I was in and this might be why I stopped taking the elevator. I take the stairs now. And I said to him, I go, I got to tell you something. You are really good looking. And he goes, oh, thanks, man. Turned out it was Sam Hunt. He was coming here to do something in the building, and I was like,
Did he have a guitar in his hand?
I don't remember. I don't think he had a guitar. I think I was just looking. It was just a dude. His people might have been up here already with the guitars and stuff. But I was like, and he just started. It was that song. Because I remember the next day, everyone was talking about it. And I was like, oh, the good-looking guy? That guy was really good.
This was a good-looking guy in the elevator?
Yeah, good-looking. Yeah. Anyway, so I want to show you guys something I was doing yesterday. Remember I told you the other day I was driving in and I saw a flock of birds, and I wanted to know where they came up with the word flock.
Yes.
So yesterday I was driving in and I was thinking about words and how they come up with words to thing. And I was thinking about words that are silent. And so I started pronouncing all the words with the silent letters in it. I was trying to think
not silent words, but silent letters in.
Yeah, like Stephanie. And I was trying to incorporate those because I said I had this interview on the highly successful podcast, Jaji Van Ness podcast with Molly Miller, the ASU women's coach. And I was so stressed about it. And I was practicing and I was practicing questions to ask her. And I said the word subtle. And I said subtle. But this didn't happen. It was just in my head.
Right.
So then I was practicing other words. And I'm going to try to say these in sentences, okay? So I started thinking about people name, if your name is Philip. Oh, hey, Philip. Like, why are these words silent? Like pharmacy. Right? Thumb. Salmon.
Mm-hmm. I hear that a lot, actually.
Listen. Man, listen. Receipt. I wrote down a whole bunch. Anyway,
You've got quite the list
I
going
wrote it down
on.
and I can't. Oh, knife. Knife.
Sure.
Anyway, those are just words so I'm trying to incorporate them more in my language.
The things that occupy your brain time, Jaji, it's baffling to me.
It was hard to come up with those words.
I wonder how much time you spent coming up with those words. Like
a lot.
It was
a long drive. I was trying to come, and I know there's a lot more, but I couldn't think of any more. So,
well, if anybody has any more, as John Jay says, silent words, they're actually silent letters.
Silent letters in words.
A silent word would be this.
We don't need that on the radio.
No, I can't stand that. You know I can't stand the silence.
Oh, here's a text. I don't know which call this is. This is John Jane Rich. The award for the most boring phone call into the radio station goes to Kathy. Not to be rude. Oh, is she the one who's called about second date?
About dating? But she didn't hear second
She
date.
goes, not to be rude, but my goodness, she didn't even listen to the segment. And then she calls in to pick it apart. Like, get there faster, Kathy.
We just appreciate when people participate, quite honestly.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Tough crowd.
There's something I think somewhat exciting going on in Kyle's world. And to me, it's exciting. But you were kind of nervous about it, legitimately.
I'm
right?
actually
So what-
very nervous about it, and I don't understand why I'm nervous about it. But I was asked to be interviewed on a podcast today.
All right.
And that's never happened, and I feel like I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do, because they sent me an email, and in the email was like all these lists of like 5 batches of questions, and I had to pick 3 questions in each batch. And normally that would help me prepare, but it only made me more nervous because the questions are like so deep. It's like, what lived experience do you carry with you and carry into every story you tell? And I'm like, I don't have that. And I'm like,
don't pick that batch. Throw that batch out.
I can't pick that one. And it's like, it's just like the private thing you do before going on air or on camera that nobody knows about. And I'm like, I get ready and I watch TV. Like, there's not like a private thing that I do. I'm like, I can't answer any of these questions. I think I'm going to be the worst podcast interviewee ever.
So you got to come up with what private thing do you do? Well, a couple things.
No,
For one,
pick
it's like
those
private.
Questions.
It's private. I don't want to share it with you. They're like, it's private. I can tell you.
I didn't pick those ones because I was like, I don't want my answer to be like, I don't do anything that people like. One thing's like, what's one thing about you that would surprise your audience? And I'm like,
that's good.
Pretty much share everything around you.
Well, that's true. But that's a good question. What sort of podcast is it, Kyle?
You know, I don't even really know. A friend asked me to do it, and this friend is working with the person that does the podcast.
Okay.
And I
Fair
actually
enough.
got to meet the host of the podcast at the Dog Mom's Day, at the Love Pub Dog Mom's Day. But because everything was kind of hectic, we didn't really have a chance to have a conversation, which I think I would have loved to have done because it would have mentally prepared me. But just be prepared to, if this happens, that I will probably never be asked to do a podcast again.
No.
So I think when she says if she says to you, 'cause this is weird, I think, is to pick the questions you want them to ask you. That's I've never had that happen
I
before.
actually appreciated that, because if she asked me some of the questions that I passed on, it would actually really be a very boring interview. So it's like, I think they sent this out so that it could invoke like stories, like what things can you share that aren't just a yes or no answer.
So she says, what private things do you do before the show? Because, hey, I usually do about 15 cartwheels in the backyard. and then I've never told anybody that before. It's just
I
something I
started
do.
thinking, this is why John Jay is a really good podcast interview, because if he didn't have an answer, he would just say something like that.
Right.
And then he would commit to it later. If you came to his house, he would find a way to do 15 cartwheels.
Definitely.
Exactly.
So are they? Did they come to you because you are Kyle Unfug of the John Jane Rich radio show, or is it something?
Yeah, I
different?
don't think there'd be another reason someone
So
would come to me.
they should ask you, like, tell us something that annoys you the most about each person that you do the show with. Something annoys you about John Jane.
Well, I could do that. That could take up the whole podcast.
That's what I would ask you.
What celebrity would play you in the movie of your life?
Oh, that's
and
good.
why are they already demanding an Oscar?
That's a fun one.
What's your most irrational fear? You got a lot of those.
I do have a lot of those, but I think they're not irrational.
I was going to say, I don't know if they're that irrational.
She didn't care for the predators.
I'm
Actually
not
pretty
scared
valid.
of cotton balls. I'm scared of somebody coming and murdering my family.
That's what I mean. That's what I thought you were doing.
That's not irrational.
Wait, this is a good one. This is a good one. She should ask you. This would be a great one to ask you because of the stuff that happens in here. If your search history was read out loud on stage, how concerned would you be? You cannot say that it's stuff we ask on the air. You just got to be like, what is your search history? Because it'd be like, dang.
Yeah, because of working here and the things we've talked about on the air, the search history would probably be pretty mortifying. And then I'd have to explain, but wait, that wasn't because actually I was searching it.
What is one thing your listeners think they know about you that is completely false?
Oh, that's good.
See, I don't think I have that. I don't think I have that.
What is the weirdest compliment you've ever received? That's a good one. What's a weird compliment you got?
I don't really get compliments.
You gotta start what they say. You're gonna have to think fast, Kyle.
Yeah.
You have to think fast.
It's got to be her toesies or her feet or something.
That's very common now.
I know, but like,
She
I'm
gets
sure
recognized
there's
from
been
her
some
feet.
crazy things said about it, okay?
Okay, now do you see why I'm nervous? Like, it's weird. Like, I think it's weird that I am nervous because we do this every day.
Right, and
Like,
here you're totally chill and you're fast.
And I'm not nervous at all ever to go
Right.
on the air because I'm like just in here with my friends and we just kind of rap about whatever. And it's the focus usually isn't really like on me and asking me like about stuff. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. Like, can I, when she asks a question, just answer with a question and turn the interview back on her?
Okay, that's a great idea. So I've noticed lately in a bunch of interviews I've done, and also this is funny too. I was in Los Angeles last week, and I was at this party in LA, and I noticed something that nobody ever asks, like me, questions. Like I'm talking to people at this party, and no one's saying anything about me, and I'm like volunteering stuff because I was just testing it out. I'm never going to see these people again. And then I do interviews and no one ever says to me, like when I do an interview on a podcast, I'm usually going right back at them, asking them questions. So no one ever does that. So I found that interesting. Here's a question for you. If calories didn't count, what would you eat every day?
Candy.
What kind of candy?
All the sour things. All the
really?
fruity candy.
What piece of advice do you give others that you completely ignore yourself? That's a good question too.
What advice do I give other people? I try not to give other people advice. No, just kidding. I don't know because I advise people to try to see the positive in everything, and I always try to see the positive in everything. So I kind of feel like I don't necessarily not take my own advice.
Interesting. Netflix #1 presenter Kyle. What's a show or movie you defended to the death that everyone else on the show roasted you for?
Did you guys roast me for a show?
There's one show.
You know what?
There's one show I roasted you for. I couldn't
You
believe it.
did?
Yeah.
But I will say that I suggested Succession for about a year.
Yeah,
That's
you did,
true.
you
You
did.
did. You roasted me, and then you watched it and loved it.
No, you came in here for the longest time watching some weird Rob Lowe show that came out like in 2017.
Oh, yeah,
I
where he's a
liked that
judge.
Rob Lowe show.
Or he's a
I don't know what
lawyer
it
or
was.
something, right?
It was something you kept coming in and was like, Kyle, no one's talking about it. You know,
What was that show? I want to watch it again. I'm going to double down on this. Rob Lowe show.
if aliens arrived tomorrow, what is the first thing you'd volunteer John Jay to explain to them? You got to think fast. You got to think. You sound like Kathy
I'm
right
just
now.
going to be terrible. I don't want to do it. I should probably call him and tell him it's probably not a good idea, you guys.
What's a household chore you hate doing?
Laundry.
How many times have you Googled yourself?
Never. Just kidding. Probably 3.
If your life had a warning label, what would it say?
Watch out. I'm going to ask you to take a fun one.
If you had to survive on only gas station snacks for a month, what's your strategy?
Easy. Very easy. You get salty and sweet. It's a nice little balance.
Is parallel parking hard for you?
No.
Oh, because you got a car that does it, huh?
No, no parallel park.
Describe your relationship with your phone battery in one word.
Not caring.
If your
That's
life
2.
as a radio co-host was a reality show, what would the title be? Mom Life Mayhem, Deal Queen Drama, or your own?
Or your own. One of those or my
What would
own.
you name the show?
If it was just me.
Your reality show.
My reality show would be Kyle's Chaos.
You
That have
interned.
alliteration.
With K's?
What's one skill you learned from your early days as an intern that saves you daily, and one embarrassing habit you wish had stayed in the intern closet?
My habit is crutches, like things that I say on the air. I think I say like too much. And the one thing, what was the first part of the question?
I don't know, I've already X'd
that I
out.
needed to learn as an intern. I would say always continue learning. Never think you know everything. Because you can always
Continue learning.
Yes.
ACL.
ACL.
ACL. We, Peyton and I interviewed the ASU women's coach yesterday, Molly Miller. She's awesome. And she came up with a phrase called Benergy, which is the energy on the bench energy. ACL could be Kyle's thing. People are buying hats and shirts that say Benergy now. ACL. And people are like, oh, did you tear your ACL? No. Always continue learning. Isn't always continue the same thing? Hey, we just got a text here because I was talking about Sam Hunt, how good looking he was. And this text says, my most recent search is shirtless Sam Hunt. Thank you, John Jay.
It's hot.
It's really hot. It's starting to get hot. And every year, my entire life, I always go, ugh. So it's getting hot. And I threw this up on my Facebook last week just for funsies. I was like, what did you accidentally leave in a hot car? And I couldn't believe the comments and the responses and thought we'd bring it up on the air. Lindsay, what did you leave in a hot car?
Good morning, everyone. So I have slightly a Diet Coke addiction, and I was heading to Tampa. I live out here in Florida, and decided to put a 35-pack of Diet Coke from Sam's Club in the back of my car. Not thinking, I went into my meeting in Tampa, Florida, and pulled out after the meeting, and all of a sudden I hear an explosion. It's like, oh my goodness, what is that? 6 of them exploded in the back of my car, but because it was covered with the plastic, it was loud. So I get to the hotel, I go to unload the Diet Coke, there's grenades of Diet Coke. I pull them all out, and the last one exploded all over the front of me in front of the whole group of people. Oh, it was a mess. It was an absolute disaster.
Now, that's something I did. I don't think I knew that cans of soda would explode in a hot car, but I guess it makes sense. But I wouldn't have thought of that.
It was a mess. The only bright side of it is the plastic contained it, so it wasn't too big of a mess in my car, but I was definitely covered in Diet Coke, and of course, in front of all my coworkers, in front of the hotel, just Diet Coke everywhere.
Well, yeah, it is very funny and sad at the same time. By the way, Tampa, Florida, on the list of the 10 sweatiest cities. It's number 6.
Absolutely. Hey, and I actually know all of you. I have a Love Pup dog. I actually did the event at your house back in 2017 for Love Pup with Carrabba's.
Oh, Lindsay.
Oh, you got that.
Lindsay for
You got
Carrabba's.
that black dog, that really cute black dog from us.
Yep, I got Hannah. She is 9 years old, and she has 2 4-year-old brothers right now, 2 golden retrievers.
Are you
Still doing well.
Are you still with Carrabba's?
I am actually with Bonefish Grill now. They it's same umbrella of restaurants, and that's how I ended up out here in Florida.
Well, thanks for listening, Lindsay, and participating.
Oh my gosh, I listen to your podcast as I drive across the state every day.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Lindsay. Well, have a great day. Stay away from that Diet Coke.
Yeah, absolutely.
She listens to the podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get podcasts. Just search John Jane Rich on demand. Abby, good morning.
Hey, how are you guys?
What did you accidentally leave in a hot car?
Well, I live in Glendale, Arizona, so it's very, very hot most days. And I am a respite provider for autistic children. And in order to transport them, by law, you have to have a first aid kit and a fire extinguisher in your car at all times when you're transporting them. So 2 summers ago was my first summer. I go out to the car, and I didn't even read the directions when they gave it to me, so I just put it in the cup holder of my car door and just called it good, and it's been there for, 8 months at this point. And I go out to my car, open it up, and at this point, this poor little elderly couple was walking across the street when I was doing this, and when I opened it up, it just exploded. The whole cap fell off. The whole cap just went like 50 feet in the air. The fire extinguisher fell out of the car. I thought we were getting shot at. And us and the elderly couple both hit cover.
Wow.
And then in the middle of the street, here comes the little cap just plopped in the middle of the street. And then we realized that it was the fire extinguisher that just exploded out of thank goodness it was the car door that was open, because it just went straight up in the air instead of into the car.
Was there foam
But
everywhere?
It scared the absolute crap out of me, huh?
Was there foam everywhere, like in the movies when they spray?
No. It was just the cap and there was just no foam everywhere. So now I got another one, and I have to keep it in my backpack, and I just bring my backpack whenever I have to transport one of the kiddos, but I don't keep it in my car anymore because, obviously it's not safe.
Yeah,
But I thought I was getting shot at.
Yeah, I bet. That's crazy. Well, thanks for calling in, Abby. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Have a good day.
You too. Cinnamon, what did you accidentally leave in a hot car? Cinnamon?
Oh, hey. Hi, good morning, you guys. Sorry, I didn't even hear you say my name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, good morning.
An onion. Actually, it had rolled out of a grocery bag, but I didn't realize it at the time. I just couldn't understand why my car smelled like Italian.
It started grilling. It was that hot.
Yeah, and it had gotten somehow between the second row seat and the third row seat, because I had my third row seats down and I've always left them down. So I would search the car and I'm like, I don't understand where the smell is coming from, until I went to the car wash and they had actually pulled up my seats and they're like, ma'am, there's like an onion underneath your seat. And I was like, what? And the smell lasted for months. I had gotten the vanilla like air freshener spray in there, so it smelled like Italian vanilla.
This is delicious.
Afterwards, it was awful. But that's the one thing I miss about Arizona is the car wash. We don't have those out here in Georgia where they detail your car when you bring it through.
Thanks for listening in Georgia.
Oh, I love it. I've been listening to you guys since the early 2000s, and so if it wasn't for iHeartRadio, I don't think I'd be able to like have a little piece of home with me.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks for calling me this morning, though. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Cinnamon. See, iHeartRadio, listen to us for free. In fact, we give away money and all kinds of stuff.
1047 Kiss FM has your chance to win $2,500.
Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website.
Travel. That's travel.
Enter it now. 1047kissfm.com.
KZZP Mesa Phoenix.
1047 Kiss FM.
An iHeartRadio station.
Guaranteed human.
Now, America's turning 250 years old. Kiss and iHeartRadio giving away $250,000. You can win your share. $2,500 could be yours as long as you enter this keyword. You enter it as many times as you want. So go to our website, 1047kissfm.com. What did you accidentally leave in a hot car? Good morning, Celeste.
Good morning.
What'd you leave?
I'm in Colorado, and I left edibles, like gummy edibles, in my car.
And what happened?
They all melt together in like one big glob.
One big dose
of edible.
Do you just eat it like an apple?
You pretty much, at that point, you just pass it around and everybody takes a bite.
Oh, see? You created a fun game without even knowing it.
Yeah, you don't know if, you're going to get a bunch of it or if you're not going to get a bunch of it or if it all melted into the other bite. But it's kind of a game of roulette at that point.
Right.
How long does that take? 15 minutes or so to figure it out once it gets through your system?
No, I think it's more like an hour. 30 minutes to an hour. So for when it, actually tries to kick in. But our tolerance in Colorado is pretty high. So I don't think that, it affects us as much. But yeah. And so now it's like no chocolate. You can't buy chocolate bars. And yeah, don't leave your gummy edibles in your car either when it's 100 degrees outside.
Thanks, Celeste. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
What did you accidentally leave in a hot car? So I put it on my Facebook, and I can't get this visual out of my head because I want to know what happened. But Sarah says, a stick of butter in my cup holder. That's like when you dip your lobster in, in the cup holder.
Your nice sauce.
Peter says, a gallon of contact adhesive. The lid blew off, tipped over, and spilled all over my backseat of my truck.
Oh.
Jennifer says, not me, but a girl I went to cosmetology school with left a thing of hairspray in her car, and it exploded and went through her windshield.
Whoa.
Tamara says, a whole chicken fell out of the grocery bag and sat in the Tucson sun for a full day.
Oh, I bet that smelled awful.
Totally. Kevin, good morning. What did you leave in a hot car?
Well, about 13 years ago.
I can't hear you, Kevin.
Hold on.
I think you got the phone to your throat.
You're like, 13 years ago. Is that better?
Yeah.
All right, I was on a headset, cheap headset.
Okay.
Okay, so about 13 years ago, we had gone grocery shopping, and my two oldest were unloading the groceries. Well, they failed to grab a whole chicken that was in the car. Now, I don't drive this car. It was my wife's car. So a couple of days later, she kept telling me how bad the car smelled. So I'm like, okay. Didn't think much about it. So I decided, okay, I'll drive it to work and I'll see what it is. Get in the car, and it was the most horrific smell I have ever. It was just awful. So I get out of the car, and I am like digging through everything in this car, not finding a thing. So I roll all the windows down, drive to work, and it's just, my head's like half out of the car because it's just that bad. I get to work, and I decided to pop the trunk. Well, that's where the chicken was discovered.
Would you say that the smell was foul?
It was beyond foul. It took, we got rid of the car 3 years ago. Never fully went away.
Yeah.
I had to put
I like how you said he
coffee
looked everywhere, but he didn't pop the trunk. I checked the whole car, not the trunk.
Not my car, so. But yeah, it was just, and I would say I ended up ripping the carpet out. Just was awful.
Now they got
So
those
every
bombs.
once in a while, when,
You can put off a odor bomb in your car, and it's supposed to take out even burning hair smell. If it's supposed to kill everything. So now they can do that.
Well, a friend of mine worked at a dealership, and he put an ozone in there.
Ozone does it too.
I did it to my car. It didn't work. Kevin, thanks for calling in. I let somebody borrow my car one time, and they smoked a cigar in it and wore a bunch of cologne, and it wouldn't come out. I got rid of the car. There's nothing I could do. I did the ozone thing. I did everything to it.
Really?
That was
That's
terrible.
surprising.
Hey, we're going to play Minute to Win It. We need a contestant right now. 877-937-1047. While we wait for a contestant, I was going over, speaking of heat, because I was talking about there's a list of the sweatiest cities in the United States. Okay, so and you would think that Arizona's in there.
It should be.
It's not. We're
Yeah,
not.
because we have a dry heat.
I know.
It's somewhere with the humidity.
Yeah, it's like Florida.
Georgia.
No. Yeah, that's true. New Orleans is pretty nasty.
People always joke about the dry heat, but it's legit.
Yeah.
Because it could be 110 and whatever, and then when you go when it's dark outside, it's nice.
Yeah.
Right? Or if you jump in a pool and get out and go stand in the shade, it's cold.
It's freezing.
It's such a blessing to live here. But here are the top 10 sweatiest cities. Number 10 is Jacksonville, Florida. Number 9 is Houston, Texas. I lived in Houston for 4 years. It was miserable.
I went to go visit John Jay in Houston. It's like he handed me a slice of air. It's so humid. Here you go.
Houston, at one point, it still might be, is the most air-conditioned city in the United States. Number 8 is New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yep.
Then Orlando, Florida. Melbourne, Florida. Honolulu, Hawaii is number 4. Fort Myers, Florida. Miami, Florida is number 2. And the number 1 sweatiest city in the United States is West Palm Beach, Florida. So,
tracks.
It's funny because I'm watching this show on Peacock called MIA, and it takes place in Florida, in Miami. And it's like every time I see footage, I'm like, man, that looks so cool. Like, it looks so beautiful. It would be kind of cool to go visit there, take a vacation there. And then I'm like, but everybody there is in the cartel or hides all their bodies and kills everybody, according to all the shows I watch. So maybe not.
Yeah, because Dexter's around there too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Dexter, like the show right now is like when they kill people. Sometimes when they kill people, they drop them. They drop them off in the certain bay,
the Gulf Stream.
Remember the Bay Harbor Butcher? Like, and there must be, if that's true, if that's based on it, there must be a lot of dead bodies down there.
Because they say the Gulf Stream takes it out to the Atlantic, so they all drop them there, so it'll carry the bodies out to sea, and then you'll never find them.
Okay, you got $1,000 of Pat Hickey's money. We need a contestant. You just got to answer 10 of Rich's questions in a row. You can't pass. You have to answer, and you got to do it under a minute. And Dallin, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What are you doing right now? Where are you going?
I am driving to work. I work for an autism school. I'm the marketing director.
Oh, and what part of town are you in right now?
Mesa.
Are you on the freeway?
I'm pulling into my shop in about 2 seconds on power.
Do you want us to wait for you to park, or do you want to do it now?
I'm ready. I'm parking right this second.
Okay, Dallin, I can already tell you sound like a smarty. You're going to do really good on this. Let's get you $1,000. 60 seconds on the clock. You can't pass. You got to get them all right. We will go fast. This newlywed is the singer of Levitating in Don't Start Now.
Oh my gosh, what the heck is her name?
That is the question.
Oh, maybe it's a boy. I don't know.
She just got married. She sings.
Harry Styles.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Right at first that it was a girl.
Looking for Dua Lipa.
I know. Is it the girl off of Pitch Perfect that blew up?
No, it is Dua Lipa.
Isn't that the girl off of Pitch Perfect 3?
Was Dua Lipa in Pitch Perfect 3?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Dua Lipa was in Pitch
For
Perfect
like
3.
a split second? Or maybe the one with the European people and the...
Keep guessing.
But I think
Well,
she
the
like
answer
blew
is
up
still
in his
Dua
shit.
Lipa.
It's not Arizona.
Dang it, you guys. You know what, Rich? This is your fault because you
Yeah.
said that I sounded smart.
That's true. If I had said you said stupid, you probably would have crushed it. But you do sound smart.
I
And
needed to
think-
knock on wood.
I think the smart people know all the tough ones, but the pop culture ones flip them out. Is what happens.
Okay, well, thanks for that.
Yeah,
But
you
you were,
still
hey,
sound smart.
Dallin, you were a lot of fun, though. You were a lot of fun. And thank you for doing what you do. It's very important work. So thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hold on a second. Wow.
Oh, well.
All right, so Colin Payton, guys, got to break down whatever's trending right now. What do you got?
So, crazy news that low-key kind of broke the internet because after nearly 3 years together, Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater have officially split. The breakup actually happened quietly a few months ago, but apparently it was completely amicable. They apparently just realized they were better off as friends. But it's crazy because I feel like she already was leading this news to us because she dropped her song, Hate That I Made You Love Me, just a few weeks ago.
Like the sky, turn tears into diamonds. Not good at goodbyes. Just know that I will find my way from you.
Wasn't he married, just had a baby?
Yep.
Wow, she tore apart that whole family, or he tore apart that whole
I was
family?
going to say,
worth
he's
it?
the one that left for her, but she obviously knew what it was. But if you listen to the lyrics of the song, she's literally like, hate that I made you love me. Sorry that I made you, like, my type.
I hate that I made you love me. Sorry if I made me tell
So what happened? They, after 3 years, it just wore off. And
After
they
3
realized,
years, she's like, oh, we're not doing Wicked anymore.
Yeah. And she's like, we're
She
better
saw
off
what he
as
looks like.
friends.
like they had the sexual chemistry, whatever it was, they did it. Then they left each other's like, was she with somebody too?
Well,
Or
yeah,
no?
she left. She was engaged
Right.
to her husband, Dalton. So they
Right.
basically blew up both of their stuff to be together.
So
I don't
after
know if it was for
3
press
years,
or what.
it wears off, and then she's like, she woke up one morning, she's like, oh,
Hey, the name of her next song is I Just Saw What You Looked Like.
Yeah.
And we have to break up.
If you guys remember all the way back to February, Nicki Minaj, she was on one of her rants on X after the Grammy Awards, completely blasting Lizzo's weight loss, mocking her for loose skin, bringing up her civil lawsuits. So the beef started because Lizzo actually criticized Nicki Minaj for attending a political event. And Lizzo has officially broken her silence on this. Basically, she said she doesn't know why she was hating on her or talking about her that way. She made it clear she's choosing to ignore the personal digs and just focusing on her music and her health journey.
She was also in that same interview, she was focusing on the music because they asked her, like, okay, of all the greats, who would you pick, Michael Jackson or Prince? And she's like, no, we can't even argue about this because those two are just on a whole nother level of their own.
How lucky are we to be able to witness the kind of artistry that Michael Jackson and Prince gave in real time? This is Mozart level that in 150 years, people are still going to be talking about these artists. And I honestly feel like there's just it's not even possible to be like that no more.
She like went into how it's like now there's too many distractions. People are on the phone. People have like whatever. So it's like times are different. So we're not going to have an artist like that.
I think she's right, except for Taylor Swift exists.
Yeah, Taylor Swift does exist, but she also existed before that too a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good argument, Taylor Swift. Only Alex Earl could get punched in the face somehow, turn it into a funny story, and make the best of it. So she was out, she's like on a night out with the girls in Monaco doing Alex Earl things. And this guy was trying to get security's attention, and her face was in the way.
So we were leaving, and the one guy was going to get, I guess, like the security's attention or something. And he was like, "Can you help these girls?" And I just got rocked. The last thing I have is like an image of like a fist. That was my first time getting punched in the face, and it was like it for some reason like brought the vibes up immensely.
She's like, how did it make it a better night? Like more fun.
That's so funny. I truly love Alex Earl. I think she's so real. Like she hops on the internet and she does not shy away from her being a hot mess or her having all these things. I think she's really fun to watch.
I do think that's like what people absolutely love about her, being vulnerable. And
yeah.
Pete Davidson's ex, Elsie Hewitt's being vulnerable. She's giving her followers a real look at life as a single mom. She shared a TikTok where she was like, talking about her sleepless nights and how she was trying to squeeze in a Pilates class.
I don't see that up here.
Elsie. Elsie? Okay, anyway,
Nope.
she's trying to work out. She's a mom. We'll move on. Savannah Guthrie, you guys, she got really emotional on the show. Her mom's been missing for 4 months, and she had to go back to work. And she's like, the show must go on. I have to be here, but I'm not going to lie. There are times that are difficult.
And I've been trying so hard to hold it together, and I promise I will. This show and this hour especially is like about joy. But I'm happy to be back, and it's like the 2 hours of my day that it's not that I'm not thinking about it, because I am. Yeah. But it's something to do. It brings me a lot of joy to be with everybody. But no, it's not easy. No.
Oh, man. You can see it when you watch that show. No matter what she's doing, you can see the heaviness of that moment.
Yeah.
In her everything she does. Kind of sad.
I just feel so bad for her, too, because you know how people are. There's like people on the internet, the trolls, that are like, how dare you smiling on TV and your mom's missing. It's like, ooh, you know, so I think she almost had to do that because she's had haters tearing her down for being back at work. And it's like, here's the thing, she has to pay her bills. Like, she has to go back to work. And like, it's the police that are supposed to be investigating
Every time I
first
see
disappearance.
her on TV or a clip, and like she's interviewing somebody, you know, and it's an interview's going well, I wonder before they start rolling if the guest sits down and goes, "I'm so sorry about your mom," and then they start the interview.
Yeah.
Like I wonder, and if that does happen, and if you're the guest, how do you not do that?
Right.
But then if you're her, that hits you before you have to be on.
Right. And then you got to showtime.
Yeah, you're right. It's got to be weird.
Turn it on,
to deal
just
with
like that. Yeah. So difficult.
After we play this game, I'm following a current celebrity fight that I think is going to blow up.
Who's fighting?
Oh, I'll tell you after the game.
Come on.
It's really good.
Okay.
It's really good. Curtis, what's up, dog?
What's up, guys?
All right, so you're going to play this game with us. You will be winning, if you win, Louis Tomlinson tickets in the pit.
I am ready for it.
All right.
I'm planning my my interview skills as well, just in case.
Good. All right, what's the game we're going to play, Nick?
You guys are playing a brand new game today. It's called Louis, Louie, Lois, or Louise. All right.
Fabulous.
I pulled some clips from famous people either
Awesome.
named Louis, Louie, Lois, or Louise. You have to tell me who said clip is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with John Jay.
Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me.
Is that Louis Prima?
Louis Prima?
Yeah.
I don't know
Or
who
Louis Armstrong?
We were looking for King Louis from the Jungle Book.
Oh.
Yeah, but Louis Prima sings that song.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think that's Louis Prima singing that song.
It is,
So
in
you
fact.
get 2 points, John Jay, because
Wow.
you stumped the host of this game. Good job. All right, 2 points for John Jay. Rich.
I am Vince Clortho, Keymaster of Gozer. Volca Sildro, our Lord of the Cebulia. Are you the gatekeeper?
I know that's from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it is.
And that's Rick Moranis.
Uh-huh, it is.
Is he playing a guy named Lou?
He is playing a guy named Lewis, if you were looking for Lewis. Lewis Tully from Ghostbusters. Half point, Rich.
Half point. I don't get a whole point for
Worked
that.
it out okay. Okay, so Peyton. Louis Capaldi is exactly who you're looking for. 1 point for Peyton, today's game. Kyle's up in Louis, Louie, Lois, or Louise.
Is it true that you can see through anything?
What? That is either Lois or Louise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Louise.
Okay. That would
Lois.
be, okay.
Don't be an idiot.
Lois is right. Lois
Lane.
Lois Lane. Curtis got it right. It sounded like he was trying to
Curtis
steal.
gets the point. That's all right.
All right, Curtis. You've already got a point here, apparently. We're going to get you set up with for a second. Here we go. What do we think, Curtis?
Oh my God! Well, it's a girl, so it's either Lois or Louise. We're going with let's go with Louise.
Don't be an idiot.
Did you go with Louise Tomlinson, perhaps?
Oh, yes, that's it. Exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what we were looking for, Curtis. Good job, 1 point.
Don't work on those interview questions too hard.
All right.
The volume through this headset sucks.
2 points, Curtis. Into round 2, we're going to start with John Jay.
Yeah, selfie. I just learned that word.
Lois Griffin.
Lois Griffin. Okay, John Jay taking commanding lead with 3 points. Lois or Louise continues now with Rich.
One of my favorite songs of all time. Semi-written by our friend Jesse McCartney. Leona Lewis.
Leona Lewis. Yep, that's right. Good job, Rich. 1.5 points today. Half as many as John Jay. Can't win, but that was a good effort. Peyton.
We've been robbed! Oh, the humanity! Give it to me straight, Uncle Scrooge. How much did you lose?
Okay, Uncle Scrooge. Let's say that's Lewis, the Scrooger.
Lewis the Scrooger. Oh man, I really thought you were gonna get that. I left the Mr. Scrooge in there. One of the triplets.
I was gonna
Huey,
say
Dewey,
and
Louie. Yeah, from DuckTales. All right, Peyton. Nice try.
It's Donald Duck Day today, by the way.
It is?
Yeah, you know what? I knew that too. Okay. Moving on now. Kyle.
If I fall to pressure like a grip, and it won't let go. Whoa.
Okay, so that is obviously from Encanto.
Yeah.
And the older sister's name.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
Is Louise. Louise. Louisa.
Louisa. All right.
Happy Donald Duck Day.
Even Donald was impressed with that answer, Kyle. Okay, Curtis, this is your shot at another point. You could go see Louis Tomlinson right now, but you have to get this right.
That would be Louis Tomlinson.
Hey, let's go!
All right, Curtis, we're going to set you up, and you're going to the pit. If you do a chance to interview Louis, we'll do it again tomorrow, too. Thanks for playing, Curtis.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Earlier this morning, we were talking about a hot thing you left. You left something in a hot car. This text says, something I left in a hot car. My duty belt as a police officer during training. The mace expanded and exploded.
Oh, no. That's a disaster.
Man.
You probably open up that door and get a face full of mace. That's no good.
Man.
Yeah, during your training, too. You definitely don't. That's not a good look.
Got one of 3 things we need to know.
So just when it looked like the Knicks were about to run away with this thing, Wemby had other plans. He dropped 32 points and helped the Spurs pull out a 115-111 win in the NBA Finals, cutting New York's lead from 2 to 1.
Did you guys see that there was a huge brawl outside of the arena?
Yes.
21 people got detained.
What?
21 people for this huge fight. I mean, people, the drinks are flowing and people are super passionate about their sports team.
Yes, they are.
But I'm like, to the point where you're like, getting arrested?
I know,
It is never that
well,
serious.
It's a bit much.
I think if the Knicks win this whole thing, that New York's going to get, destroyed.
You think so?
The way they've
If
been
they
celebrating.
win?
Yeah, because they celebrate, they tear everything down, they're going crazy.
When I was in NYC for my kid's graduation, she lives right across the street from Madison Square Garden. And that was the win. That was just a win in the last series, not a giant win, just a win. And that town was going nuts till 8 a.m.
Oh, I'm sure she
It
should
was
try to go to a game if
crazy.
she can, because that's could be once in a lifetime. Not many times do you get to go to a finals game.
Oh, a finals game would be huge. She's home now.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
home
yeah,
now.
that's
We don't want her
right.
to leave because
That's
she's our
right.
babysitter right
Do
now.
you guys know why?
forgot she's
Do you guys know why it's called Madison Square Garden?
I don't
My
know.
son Kemp asked me this yesterday.
Why?
I don't know. I made it up.
Oh.
I said, I think Madison Avenue is a shopping place. And then I said, it's named after the president, James Madison. But I don't even know if James Madison was the president.
What a cool, can you have a rectangle garden? Why
feel
got to be square garden?
I feel like Madison Avenue is a shopping thing. I don't know. I've only been to New York once.
That's pretty genius on the fly.
I'm sure I could Google it.
The next game will be tomorrow night in New York, so hopefully they can keep it together whether they win or lose and no one gets arrested. So Instagram is finally letting you rearrange your profile grid without deleting or reposting everything. So I guess you go into your profile and you can actually drag and drop posts into whatever order you want, which is huge news for anyone who has ever been obsessed over the aesthetic of their feed. This is very big for a lot of influencers. I I don't know. I think that's great, but then also I'm like, I kind of like to see the order. Like when I go back to my grid, I'm like, oh, that's my timeline almost.
What a great job for somebody. I will organize your grid for you.
Yeah, I know. That could be a new business idea right there.
I tried to do it yesterday. I just kind of looked at it and thought, this could be fun. And then as soon as I started, I was like, I don't want to do this. Like I don't know why you'd want to do it. And
well, because it's chronological now.
Aesthetically, if you have a business like home decorating or fashion or something like that, the aesthetic of your grid is actually really important. But for like us, where it's just like our life, I don't think it's as important.
Because I was like, what am I doing? Why do I want to do it? But I get it.
Yeah.
Because you also I want to see the most recent stuff. But I'm glad they have the option there in case you want to.
The option is great. Turns out those random office chats you thought were really annoying may have actually been really good for you. So they did this study and found remote workers, people who are working from home, spend way more time alone and are way more likely to report mental health struggles than people who actually work in person. Working from home may be making you just really lonely. So they say if you do feel that way, if you are feeling like that, make sure you just make it intentional to add connection to your day with other human beings. Sometimes that can be difficult, but that's not scrolling and messaging people online. That's face-to-face interactions. And that's 3 things you need to know.
I was right. Madison Square Garden was named after the 4th president of the United States, James Madison.
Really?
Yeah.
Just pulling that out of
I know. Literally, I just made it up.
Wow.